Hey guys, it's Lee. Sorry for the delay. Oh, there's a dog on me. Shocking. Okay. Sorry for the delay in updating you guys about what I've been trying. I did something called Dream Body Sculpting. Dream Body Sculpting, I wanted to have two treatments of it before I did a review to make sure I understood it better and had like a real honest opinion about it. So that's why it took me longer, because I had my second appointment today for Dream Body Sculpting. Now the best way to describe it is it's similar to Coolsculpting. It is. And Coolsculpting ranges from $750 to $1,500 depending on the area of your body, small versus large. So you pay per area of your body. So Dream Body Sculpting is similar to that, but cheaper in price. Basically, they didn't have Dream Body Sculpting, I'd have to say, is a smaller company, so they didn't have as much money to break into the marketplace as Coolsculpting did, which is why you don't hear about them as much, but they're definitely starting to grow now. That's another reason it's not as known as Coolsculpting. So what I did, okay, fair enough, I've gained probably a good 15 or so pounds the past 2 weeks. I have. I mean, 2 weeks, that would be bad. The past 2 months, and it hasn't been pretty. And I guess you could say this is a cheater's way to lose weight, but it's also something that if you have troubled areas, it's a way to focus on that troubled areas. The stomach, to be honest, for me, is not my troubled area. I can lose weight on my stomach. My sides takes a little longer. My stomach, I can lose weight, but I had this chance to do this Dream Body Sculpting, so I took it. And I was asked a lot of questions. So anyway, what it is it's sonic, I think, ultra cavitation. So it's like these sonic waves. There's this paddle, okay, and it's about an hour and a half, and you're lying down, and they have this paddle that goes on your stomach and your sides, and it's handled by a contour expert. And they say that because the lady that's been doing this, she's been doing this for, I think, 4 or 5 years, but she's been in the industry for 10. And she trains people. And she'll flat out tell you it depends on who does it. Like, if you have someone that knows what you're doing, your results are going to be great. But if you have someone newer that hasn't been trained well and trained several times, the results aren't as good, and that's true with anything. So it matters where you go. So anyway, you're lying down, and there's this paddle on you that's being rolled over your body. Now the weird thing is when the paddle hits you and it's on, you hear this sonic, I guess, ringing in your ears. Now the technician can't hear it. You can, because it's literally the waves going into your body, your cavity, breaking up. What it does is it breaks up the fat cells, and basically you excrete them, by going to the bathroom, be it number 1 or number 2. That's how it comes out. It's something for you to look for when you go to the bathroom, is you will see your urine can be cloudy, and you can see a difference in, well, when you poop, basically. Because you're literally pooping it out or peeing it out, because it breaks it up. And again, all this stuff, I'm like, I didn't believe it, I didn't know. I'm like, what the hell? Why would I believe something like that? So I was very, very skeptical. So I went in there to go check it out, and you lay down. It's like an hour and a half, and the woman, your technician, takes these paddles and goes over your stomach, your upper stomach, lower stomach. She actually does your flanks, and if you have that bra fat, she'll do that too, and that's all one session. So I was like, okay, that's cool. Let's see what happens, right? So, and it's lovely phone call. Okay, so it's warm when they're doing it. There's a way that they do it, and it goes over you, and it's very warm. One side of my stomach was warmer than the other. It's not uncomfortable. It's just one side's warmer than the other, and it's like literally getting a massage for like an hour and a half. And you flip over on your side, they do your flank, flip over on your other side, you do your other flank, and you always hear this ringing in the ear, which strangely enough you get used to. When you first hear it, you're like, what the hell? And then you get used to it. So, and it wasn't painful at all. Now, some of the others out there, I heard it was more painful. Like, it was painful. This is not painful. And what this does, the others does, also has skin tightening included in it. Because if you lose weight, you got to make sure the skin is tight. So anyway, what's recommended for something like this is 3 to 4 treatments, depending. This is all in your stomach and your sides. And they can do other areas, but stomach and your sides are very hard for people to lose, and it takes less treatments. Like if you did your thighs can do 6 to 8 treatments to see a difference. Now if you want to do lipo could be like $2,000 up, and you have recovery, you have swelling. Your results will be more dramatic because, again, lipo you can really get in there. But if you don't want the recovery time and you don't want something invasive, this is great for you. Now, first time I did it, I'm going to include the photos in here. You guys are going to see these photos, and it's embarrassing because you see me, you see the weight I've gained. Because normally I have a flat belly, but you see the weight I gained, and you see the difference. And you can have this done once a week. But anyway, they recommend 3 to 4 treatments depending on your size. Now, for me, luckily enough, I only need 3, so I'm going to do 1 more next week. And you can have 1 done a week. So you're going to see my first photo before my first treatment, and you're going to see the photo of me today. So it's 2 treatments, and this is a week's time. You're going to see the difference. So I do have to say, now I'm someone that likes quick results, so that would probably be my biggest complaint about this, is I like dramatic, I like fast, I want it done like that. But what else they do is they give you your original photos and your photo of your first session. So when you go home, and you might be like, I want a difference now, and there is a difference between, you know, your first session and you know, after your first session, and you're looking in the mirror, you're like, I want a massive result. They want you to have that first photo so you can compare at home before your next appointment. Now, I like that because I need that reminder. If not, I'm going to be like, that's not a big deal, you know. So that's a plus for them. I think that's a great idea. So I'm going to share that with you. Now, the cost of it is also, like I said, cheaper than lipo and cheaper than Coolsculpting and the other ones out there. It's $500 per session. If you pay a full like 3 or 4 sessions up front, you get 10% off. I know that's still pricey. Believe me, I know that's still pricey, but it's still cheaper than lipo or Coolsculpting, because Coolsculpting, like I said, $750 to I think $1,500, depending on the size of the area. So for $500, you get your stomach and your sides, and if you have that fat roll on your back, it'll help reduce that. Now, again, not as dramatic as lipo, but it is something easy, no downtime. You're literally getting like a massage for an hour, hour and a half. Now, here's another thing that I learned about this is depends on your technician. Now, the woman that did this to me, she teaches others how to do it. So I was very confident in going to check this out with her because she actually teaches other people. So overall, I have to say there is a difference. I feel like I cheated the system. And so I do completely feel like I cheated the system by doing this and not going on a really hardcore diet right now. And I'm very curious to see what's going to happen after my 3rd session. So the information is in my review of this, and I was incredibly objective to this. I was going to see what happens. I guess maybe a little subjective because I was critical. Again, that's one reason why I wanted to wait to have a second session. Not to say the first one didn't go well, but I want to be like, okay, so I saw a little result from the first one. Is the second one going to have a bigger result? And there is one. Now, they also said that every person responds differently. Like for me, you're going to see in the photos that standing from the side, you can see a bigger result than from the front. From my side, you can tell the front is not as a dramatic change. Some people, you know, she showed me her album and we talked about everything. Their front, depending on where their fat was, basically, their front had a bigger change. So everybody responds differently to, even like if one side gets warm, like me, it's my right side gets warm. Some people might be the left. Some people might be their hip. With me, my side had a bigger result. Some people, you look at the front, their front had a bigger result. So anyway, I do have to say that, I mean, I know it's expensive. It is expensive. It's cheaper than Coolsculpting, cheaper than lipo, and you get more for your money, which I like. And I do have to say, I like the technician. She is a true believer in it. It took her months and months and months to research to decide to invest in this machine. She looked into Coolsculpting. She looked into a lot of the ones out there. She wasn't a fan of a lot of that stuff after she did her research. She liked the skin tightening. She liked the way this worked. She, of course, tried it on herself to make sure that she believed in it. She's been doing, well, body contouring for 10 years. She's been working with this machine for several years. She teaches others. So I felt very comfortable and confident in her abilities. And she liked with this, unlike some of the other machines out there, that she controls it. It's not just something you sit down and walk away. She looks at your body and tries to talk to you and figure out what your concern is to make sure everything you want is hit. So I thought that was pretty cool too. So anyway, when this is done, again, I'm going to post the photos. You can follow her Facebook, you can follow her Instagram, and see if it's something you're interested in. If it sucked, I'd flat out tell you. I'm very honest. I flat out would tell you. I'd have to say my biggest complaint about the whole thing would only be I like dramatic results fast, and this you do have to be patient with, because it's over 3 or 4 sessions that you see your biggest results. Now, after each session, I'd have to say, it takes up to 72 hours to see your full result of the session. So you see a result after the session, and then the next couple days after, you'll still see, a slight result as each day goes on. Again, going to the bathroom is kind of what helps, because again, it's flushing your system, it's breaking out, it's using your lymphatic drainage, and it's dumping toxins, and it's breaking up those fat cells. Now, we all get a number of fat cells in our body. So even though you excrete these cells after they're broken up, so they can be excreted, you still have remaining ones. So if you eat badly, it's going to come back if you eat badly. Now, I've been eating the same from the first session I had to the one today. So the past week between the first, second session, I have been eating the same I always do. So there's no change in my eating habits. So does anyone have any questions about it? I have been honest about my experience. It's just something I'm a tomboy. Look at me, I have no makeup on. You see, I broke out of my chin. I don't really wear makeup. My hair's up. But I do have an ego. I do. I don't like it when I gain weight. I don't like it when I look bad. I don't really want to age. I don't want to look like, a plastic Barbie doll. I don't want to look fake, but I am curious about beauty stuff that comes out there, especially with pimples. By the way, I got something else I'm going to review that someone recommended to me about drying pimples and stuff out. She said I have to be careful with it because it will actually make your skin peel, which means my skin's going to peel because I can't be careful with anything. So I'm going to try that on my next review and let you know about that. But I'm fighting aging, and I'm going to fight anything I can to, I guess, to be honest, sometimes to make things easier for me. If I can afford it, or if I run across something and I can try it, I will, and I'll be completely honest if it works or if it doesn't work, or if it only works a little bit. So I just want to see if anyone had any questions for me. Right now, I'll give you guys a second to ask if anything came up, and then I'll post again the photos. You can scroll the woman's page. She's very honest. I do like that. I asked her a lot of questions, and I was constantly peppering her with, what about this? What about that? What does this do? But this is supposed to be permanent. So if you did this and you ate the exact same way, you still have the same results. Now, if you started eating donuts every day after this, it's not going to be the same result, because you're going to end up gaining weight. So does anyone questions? You don't want to wave? Anyone let me know that I'm not talking to just my dogs? They don't care if I get to be 300 pounds. So not doing this for my dogs. Sure, if anyone, you guys would probably like to see Tommy, but he jumped on the floor, which is my fluffball Foster. But yeah, any questions, anything? Oh yeah, and Christina, who's a text name. Hi, Sabrina. Christina, she'll answer anything. She's very prompt to ask. I mean, you can ask her anything. She didn't really get insulted, like I said, by, hi, Julia. Hope you're doing well. But she didn't get insulted by any questions, and she's very, very passionate about what she does. And like I said, she did a lot of research before she invested in this machine, because I asked her, I was like, why this? What about this? What about that? Because, there's Coolsculpting, there's in-mode stuff, there's BTL. Like, the market is very ripe for stuff like this right now. This be done under the chin. Now, actually, we talked about that today. That's funny you did that. We talked about that today. And it can be, and she actually tried it on herself, but she didn't like the way it felt under her chin. She said skin tightening would probably work better under the chin versus having this done under the chin, because again, this is pretty intense, so she didn't really like it on the face, but the skin tightening can be done. So if you go in and you get an appointment for another area and say, hey, can you do skin tightening under the chin, which is again is used by the machine, it's still sonic cavitation, which tightens it. You can probably include that and come up with a bundle specific for you. And she's working on other bundles. She's all about healthy body. She's working on bundles that you can do this with your body, but make sure, you know, she's talked about a bundle with working with a personal trainer or working with healthy food. She wants, like, I really like her. She wants you to be all over healthy. Can this be done on the skin? Okay, just have a fat pad there. You can talk to her about it, see what she says. She just tried it on herself and she didn't like it when she did that. Now, can it be done on other parts of the body? It can, Dee Dee. Believe me, I asked about legs. Legs are my trouble spot. Legs and, well, I guess the fat on my hips, which you're going to see. But legs are definitely my trouble spot. It can be done on your legs. Again, the result isn't as dramatic on your legs, but it takes more sessions on your legs. Like for your stomach, it can take 3 to 4 to get your optimal results. Your legs, it's going to take 6 to 8 for your optimal results on your legs. But it can definitely, and she's very good about not charging like per area. Now, I don't know if you did the legs, if it'd be thighs and calves. Let's say you had fat calves or whatever, or if it's just thighs, but you can talk to her about that and see what she says. If I could, I would have gone for the legs, believe me, because you want to see results. My legs are my least favorite part of my body, so I would have loved to do my legs. I can't, but I did talk to her about legs because of that, and you can do your legs. It's just, you know, it takes more sessions. So, any other questions? Oh, I'd like to do my butt, but, you know, I think that would probably take 15 sessions to work that thing down. But, anything else I can answer? Like I said, I asked her a lot, so I could see if she answered one of the questions you guys have for me. If not, Christina would happily answer anything to you guys. And like I said, she is working with a personal trainer with a package. She's working with healthy food to have that delivered to you as an all-over package, just to, again, be the full healthy you to get you on the right track. If you need to do something like this to get you motivated to work harder at the gym, to keep it looking the way you am and lose more, and to be a healthier person. So that's something they are working on, but it's not quite completely put together. Is the stomach a different session than the sides as far as price? No. See, that's what's good about this. The stomach and your sides is one session. So she did, hold on. Okay. Maybe I should stand up. Okay. So she did here and here. And I'm wearing the same pants for today, so you can see. So she worked my flanks, like both sides, and my full belly, like all your belly, your upper and lower belly. So it was, and when it comes to your back, she actually did a little bit, can you see, like she did a little bit kind of there too. So she worked on all that, and that's all in one session, which I thought was pretty cool. And you'd probably like it, Sabrina. And you know, you probably don't have a lot to work on either, so you probably just need 3. But her information is her Instagram and her Facebook. They're working on their the web page. She's actually moving to Atlanta, but which is why she's updating everything. So their web page is not completely updated, so it's easier for her now to do Facebook and Instagram. So, yeah. And you guys can, again, be gentle when you see my photos, because, you know, at least my head's not in them, right? My head's not going to be in these photos, but I will share them. Does it hurt? No, it doesn't hurt. It's literally like you're getting a massage for like an hour and a half with these paddles. She rubs the paddles over you in a motion, and the paddles are warm. And again, you hear the ringing in your ears because it's going through your body, like the sonic, I guess, sonic wave, I guess is a good way to put it. It's going through your body, so you do hear ringing in your ears, but you get used to it. Now, for me, my right side got warmer than my left side. It wasn't uncomfortable. It was just noticeably warmer. And she said that happens to a lot of people, that maybe one side gets warmer than the other on their stomach. Like for me, it was only my stomach, and it seems to be like sometimes some people, their left side gets warmer than the right side. She's not 100% sure why that happens, but it just does. So, but it was not uncomfortable. You're getting a massage is what it is, with results. But I'll do it once I hit my goal weight. Dieting at the moment. Yeah, dieting sucks. Oh, this is horrible. So where her office is, I gotta say this, where her office is off Barrett Parkway, kind of almost across from Town Center Mall. And it's in the shopping center where Home Goods is and TJ Maxx. I think they're all in the same shopping center, and either what is it, Marshall's I think is in there, and that Italian place that's been there, Eppaluto's. So it's in that shopping center by Kirkland's, kind of that side of it. It's next to a place that sells fudge and mini donuts. So let me tell you, when you walk out of there and you are trying to be good and you saw the results in the mirror and you're like, hey, my stomach's a little flatter, hey, my sides are a little better, I can go eat a donut or I can go eat a piece of fudge. I wanted to so badly today to run over and go have fudge or a donut really, really, really badly. But I was called out for it and I didn't do it. I didn't. So, but that's a test when you walk out and you see that sign, because the fudge place has a sign out front. So you walk out and that sign's right there and you're going, I look good, I can have a donut. But that's what got you there in the first place. So that's a little tricky. Any more questions before you guys see the photos? And again, be nice. I didn't know how to attach them while I was talking, so I'll do it right after. I'll check this later to see if you guys have any other questions. Give it a second, because I know there's a slight delay. She did make a video, by the way, and I was the victim of the video, so to speak, of just kind of her showing what she's doing and me laying there. That hasn't been edited together, which is why I didn't share that yet. But there is, when it's done, I'll ask her for it and I'll share it. I don't know, probably in the comments of this, or I'll just do another post or whatever so you can see her actually standing there doing it. Okay, awesome, Sabrina. Again, if it sucked, I'd tell you. That's why it took 2 sessions for me to get an honest, like, how I really felt about this, because I wanted to make sure I believed it, I guess. So. But if there's no more questions, I'm going to stop this video. I'm going to share this on my YouTube page in a little bit, and I will share the photos with you. And again, the photo is me before the first session and me a week later. So in that week, I had 2 sessions. So my first one was last Friday, and my second session was today. So the photos from last Friday before my first session, and then the other photo next to it is the one today after my second session. The risks, actually, I don't really think there are risks to it, to be honest. I mean, if you have a pacemaker, you can't do it. There's certain other health things they ask you to make sure you're not at risk for it, because it can disrupt if you have, I guess, electrodes in your body, because it's going through your body. Other than that, I really don't think, I think I asked her that, there really are no risks to it, except, depending on your body, how well you take to it, and if you follow her. Okay, so before you go, this is a good thing, before you go, you can't have alcohol the night before, and you can't eat 2 hours before you go, because I guess the way it's working your body, and you have to drink a lot of water, because again, the cavitation, the ultrasonic cavitation is going through your body, so they want you very well hydrated so it flows well through your body. So that makes a difference for it. But I mean, if your health is good, they're really never, oh yeah, they won't let you do it also if you're severely obese. They won't let you do it. Like, there is kind of a weight cutoff. So if you, I mean, if you're 5'2" and you weigh 300 pounds, they won't take you, because it's not going to do anything for you. That's too much. So they do cut you off if you're severely overweight. They just know they can't help you at that point, and they can't work on you at that point. I don't know if there's anything else. Like, I don't know if you have hearing aids, if you have to take them out. I'd have to ask her about that. But the biggest thing we talked about when I talked about risk is, she was like, you know, good health, make sure, you know, you don't have any electrodes in your body. She mentioned something else, and I don't quite remember what it is, but overall, it's actually pretty damn safe, because there's no cutting, there's nothing really intrusive that can get infected. The worst risk you have is if you're like me and one side gets a little warmer than the other. that's kind of about it. That one side gets warmer. But again, you can ask Christina. She'll tell you. I just don't remember everything about that conversation. I wish I did. Yes, Daryl, I saw that you were on here and I had to grab my strings for you. I hope your wife's doing well, by the way. I'm sure she is. She always came off as a tough cookie, and hopefully she didn't have the crap out of that car. Daryl's wife ended up, she was a bicycle rider, and a car turned in front of her and she ran into the side of the car. So, and I guess she took off like the mirror or something of the car, but luckily she wasn't hurt too terribly badly and was recovering well. So we're glad about that. Good, I'm glad she's resting. Okay, so any other questions? Again, Christina, if you reach out to her on Facebook or Instagram, she's very quick about answering anything. She's a huge believer in what she does, and she loves to see results and makes her happy. Like, she feels like she's changing people by what she's doing right now. Yeah, so Daryl's wife did have fractured ribs. So, yeah, it was brutal, but she's recovering, and luckily it wasn't worse. So, and hopefully that driver learned a big old lesson. But okay, any other questions? Hi, Sharon. Anything? Okay, so I'm going to finish this up. I'll keep checking comments if anyone has one, and the photos will again be after everyone else's comments. So be kind. And it'll be a couple days before I review the face mask I got that's supposedly going to peel my skin off. With my luck, I'll probably peel it down to the bone because I never follow directions. But someone recommended the face mask I'm going to review. It's like pure clay. You actually have to mix it yourself. And she swears by it, but said you really, really have to watch how long you keep on your face. And I suck at that. But she said it was amazing to pull out the impurities from your face. And it did have a lot of good reviews. So, of course, I had to try it. And it is inexpensive. I think it was like $11 or something for this big old jar. So that would be my next review. Trying to think. Anything else? No? If you want to see cute, this is what was going on when I was... Oh, wait. Why won't it let me... Let me see. Hold on. I'll show you what's going on. Can I do this in my lap? Hold on. So while I was talking, that's what was in my lap, is I had a Muppet in her ugly sweater. And, yeah, she's embarrassed, but in my lap. So that's what I was talking. Don't step on Muppet. Okay. Maybe I'm doing this to delay the photos. But okay, I'm going to share the photos now. So anyway, this again video will be shared on my YouTube page, which is again my name. So peace out, guys, and I'll see you in a few days when I peel my face off. Bye.